Good morning, everybody. Where else would you rather be than a Zoom full of Penn Staters? I'm Paul Clifford, CEO of the Penn State Alumni Association, and I want to welcome you to the Alumni Association's Coffee Hour, where each week you can expect to hear the voices of Penn Staters talking about what they are passionate about, and you can expect to feel the power of the Penn State network and that Penn State pride. We're recording this session and we'll be editing it and sharing it with other Penn Staters and hope that it provides them inspiration by the stories that we're sharing here. We are also streaming live on Facebook. So if you are tuning in on Facebook Live, welcome. If you have any questions for our guests, make sure you drop them in the comments. And if you're here on Zoom, feel free to drop your questions. Well, we can go live with your questions. I'm just noticing that we don't have a chat box here on the bottom. And so, but that's all right. Hey, we overcome any obstacle that's put in front of us here on Coffee Hour. And so let me bring in my guest. I'm pleased to welcome the past chairman of the University Park Student Fee Board, Tyler Akers. Tyler, welcome to Coffee Hour.
Hey, Paul.
So Tyler, let's dive right into it. For Penn Staters that might not be familiar with the Student Fee Board, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a relatively new body. It was founded in 2016 under the leadership of Terry Ford and Kevin Horn, of all people.
Of all people, yes.
Of all people. And it really hands the responsibility of allocating student fees back to the students. So every year, Penn State collects roughly $25 million in student fees that go towards counseling, psychological services, UPAC, the Bryce Jordan Center ticket subsidy program. So a ton of money going towards these programs. And the idea is that students should be the ones deciding how much money is going where, at what levels, making sure that we're getting the resources that we need. So it's been, an incredible journey getting to chair that board for 2 years. And it's been really rewarding getting to see the impact it has on the student body.
So talk a little bit about how you got involved with the Student Fee Board.
Yeah, so for the past 2 years, I was a UPUA appointee. So I joined the UPUA, which is the University Park Undergraduate Association, my freshman year. And once I worked my way up within the leadership of that organization, I was appointed to be a part of the University Park Student Fee Board as a voting member to represent that body. And it was really an incredible experience. Again, UPUA does incredible work in the community for the student body, for Penn State as a whole. So getting to represent that body on the fee board was also an incredible experience.
So what is involved? So $25 million, right? A lot of money to manage.
Definitely.
What's involved with being the chairman? What does the day-to-day look like of being the chairman of the University Park Student Fee Board look like?
Yeah, a lot of my responsibilities mostly had to do with working with administrators. So all of the departments that we work with, most of them fall within student affairs. Working with the directors on that level to communicate with them. We set up hearings where each of the offices come in. Over a 3-month period, they get about a 40-minute time with us to talk to us about what the proposal will do for the year, how the money, if they receive it, will impact the student body in a positive way, how it enhance the out-of-class experience, and overall just make a positive impact on the student body. So I work with them to coordinate those meetings to make sure that members of the board are prepared and have information available to them ahead of time. And then work with different levels of the administration again. Sometimes folks on President's Council or lower within the administration to make sure that I'm communicating how things are going for the year, because at the end of the day, our recommendation goes to President Barron and then to the Board of Trustees. So we don't want anything to just sneak up on them unexpectedly.
Absolutely. You are watching the Penn State Alumni Association's Coffee Hour. I'm Paul Clifford, and I'm joined by the chairman of the University Park, now past and former chairman of the University Park Student Fee Board, Tyler Akers. Tyler, you grew up in Kutztown, right there on the border of Lehigh and Berks County. How did you become a Penn Stater?
Yeah, Paul, that's a crazy story. So, actually, I graduated with 106 kids. I Kutztown is a very small knit community, and that's really what I expected out of my college experience. I wanted to go to a small liberal arts school. I applied to small schools throughout the state, really within a 3-hour radius. Mom didn't want me going too far. And then Penn State, I just figured, why not? Why shouldn't I apply? I should always have it as an option. Um, and then my senior year, I was really involved with my high school's mini-thon, and I had the opportunity to visit Thon weekend and represent our mini-thon. They have a mini-thon hour in the All Sport Museum in Beaver Stadium, so I got to go over there and visit that. And then we headed over to the BJC to experience Thon for the first time. And I just remember walking in the BJC and I was just blown away. The flashing colors, the students standing, and I was like, wow, like I need to be a part of this. So I was already accepted at that point, and I think within 2 weeks, I went home and signed my acceptance to Penn State, and I've never looked back since.
That's great. And that experience became a big part of your Penn State experience, right? You danced in
Yeah.
2018 Thon. You were active as a Thon alumni engagement captain. Talk a little bit about your Thon experience while as a student at Penn State.
Yeah, I came in and I knew right away that I wanted to be involved with Thon somehow. I made a few connections before coming to Penn State, so I sat down with some Thon captains at the time and just talked about what I wanted to get out of the experience and what they kind of recommended as, path forward. And I joined dance relations as a committee member my freshman year, which was an incredible experience. You don't get to know your dancer for too long before Thon, but after Thon, we became really close, and just getting to support her through those 46 hours was really, really inspirational and really transformed the way I looked at it. I had danced in our mini-thon in high school for 12 hours at a time. That was brutal. I remember like being in so much pain after those, and I was like, no way, like I'm going to Penn State, I'm going to volunteer. I'm not going to dance. That is like the last thing I'm going to do. But after supporting her, it really changed my focus on, this is about pushing our bodies to the limit to prove that, Penn State represents something so much bigger than ourselves. And so after getting to support her, I knew I wanted to take that leap. And thankfully, one of my best friends at the time still is, Mara Ellsworth, and I decided my sophomore year and her junior year to fundraise as an independent dancing couple. And we fortunately were selected through the lottery process to dance. We got a good number of tickets. So it was an incredible experience getting to fundraise. At the time, we got to experience the last canning weekend. So that was a really special experience, getting to have that in my Penn State memories. And then, I also became a captain my sophomore year, getting to be involved with alumni engagement under the leadership of Kelly McCready. It was really incredible. I was mostly involved with our alumni communication. So I was tasked with putting together our alumni newsletter and putting together strategies on how to reach out to more alumni, which was also an incredible experience and definitely came handy later down the road with things I got involved with during the rest of my Penn State career.
Absolutely, and I think that's when we first met, when you were
Definitely,
working
yeah.
with Kelly, and that really just spiraled into a lot of other things that you were able to take advantage of
Yeah,
at Penn State, right? Whether it was
yeah.
the DDAR internship and then extending that internship on with the Alumni Association. Talk about how that has initial Thon experience from being a volunteer to being a dancer to then transitioning into what I would call more professional experiences. Talk about how that played out for you at Penn State.
Yeah, definitely. My Thon experience and I would say part of my UPUA experience definitely led me towards a path of professional development in the development world. So as you mentioned, I was involved with the DDAR internship last summer, interning with the Alumni Association, and then got to extend that through my senior year and work on really incredible projects. But I think my view on philanthropy has really done a complete 180 since arriving at Penn State. I've always looked at it really from my mini-thon experience, going out, standing on a corner, begging people for dollars. But now I know it's so much more robust than that. It's really cultivating relationships, building really, again, robust networks, and getting to talk to people, understand their needs and their wants and how they can give back. And that's been completely eye-opening. It's also, led me down a path of understanding what I want out of my personal life, what things I want to give back to that have been really important to me. Once I pay off my student loans and can give much more, that'll be great. But also what I want out of my professional career. With the Alumni Association, I was able to work on, as you know, a project that's looking to transform the membership model for the association. And that whole experience really has allowed me to realize I'm really passionate about solving complex projects and finding issues facing organizations. So I will be next month joining Grant Thornton with their public sector firm to basically become an associate at the consulting level and provide solutions to the federal government on issues facing them. So it's been a really incredible journey getting to walk through all that.
How about that? We're 15 minutes into our conversation, and we haven't even talked about your experience with UPUA. So, and really from time on freshman council all the way up until your final days at Penn State, UPUA has been that consistent thread through your Penn State experience. So, so share that experience with our listeners today. Which, by the way, holy cow, 22, we were up to 22 listeners on Facebook Live. You're getting a lot of love out there. Brittany Dolan. Brittany Dolan giving you a shout out. Jeff Ballou, Thon overall, class of 88. So a lot of love being sent to you on Facebook Live. So talk a little bit about your UPUA experience.
Awesome. Will do. So thanks everyone for the love. Talk a little bit about UPUA. For those of you who don't know, UPUA is the student government representing the undergraduates at University Park. So the roughly 42,000 undergrads. I was a student council kid in high school, and I knew right away I wanted to get involved with the UPUA. So I joined, as you mentioned, as a member of freshman council, which is kind of the introductory program for incoming freshmen. And it would just completely transformed my Penn State experience from there. I built from day 18 of school, my best friends, people I call family at this point, that I'm so fortunate to get to know, that do incredible things at Penn State, outside of Penn State. Those are my people. So those have been my really, again, my core getting to move forward, and getting to build such tight bonds really allowed me to dive into everything UPUA has to offer to Penn State, to the student body. So did that as a freshman. As a sophomore, I ran again as an at-large representative. Again, really just getting my toes wet, understanding how the organization functions, what kind of impact we can have on Penn State. And then my junior year, I became a chair, which is part of the leadership of the organization. I was the chair of student life. So I oversaw all of our mental health initiatives, all of our sexual violence prevention initiatives, diversity and inclusion, financial literacy, and it was really incredible from there. Working on projects that affected the entire student body, from thinking about how the blue lights on our campus can help prevent more sexual assaults, or just make people feel safer on campus, to really just meeting one-on-one with students and understanding their needs. It was a really incredible experience. I'm so fortunate to have gotten to know so many Penn Staters through the UPUA, and again, built those really, really special bonds.
This is the Penn State Alumni Association's Coffee Hour. I'm Paul Clifford, and I'm joined today by former DDAR and Penn State Alumni Association intern Tyler Akers. So, Tyler, I have a lot more questions. I hope you have some more time to spend with us.
Of course, Paul. You have all day.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about, where you were when you first learned about COVID-19 and that you might not be returning back to campus at least for 2 weeks, and then how that all played out. What is your kind of COVID-19 story?
Yeah, so I was, well, first, the week leading up to spring break, I don't think most students realized it, but through student government, I was just hearing from administrators things that were happening. I heard a little bit earlier that student study abroad was probably going to be canceled, and I was working with the UPUA advisor pretty closely at the time, and he was just like scrambling to get things done, and I could tell like things were off, but I had at that point like had no clue that we wouldn't be coming back at all. Then fast forward, we were on spring break. I was with some of my best friends, Laura McKinney, Jake Griggs, Dan Stauffer, Tom Beebe, Izzy Webster, and Bob and Shaw. We were down in Florida, and it was, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Laura and Jake, who were student body president and vice president at the time, just get pulled off the beach for random phone calls with the board of trustees or with administrators. And we were like, okay, like they weren't telling us anything, but we're like, things are probably off right now. And I just remember we were sitting on the beach one day and we all got the email and we're like, holy crap, like what is happening? We're not going back for 2 weeks at least. And at that point, of course, we were with all student government nerds. And we went into like focus mode. We were helping Jake and Laura craft messages for how to respond and put out right information to the student body. So it wasn't exactly the typical student perspective on how to manage COVID, what that reaction was, but we were definitely worried. And I remember coming back, I think we got back on Friday and the administration announced we weren't coming back at all. And it was really rough, but have worked through that grief since.
Yeah. You know, you mentioned just one aspect of the impact of COVID-19, and that was on those students who were either studying abroad or planning to study abroad, right? And that's an experience that you had at Penn State. So, you know, talk about how that was kind of a unique opportunity for you, and maybe what some of your fellow students are feeling that might either be deferred for them or something that they won't have as their Penn State experience.
Yeah. As a first generation college student, I knew coming to Penn State, that was something I had to do. I was planning on taking an entire spring semester to do it. But unfortunately, UPUA was my love, and you can't take off spring to run in a UPUA election. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to get away. So fortunately enough, I was able to do a summer abroad in Pforzheim, Germany. We learned all about the European Union and how it affects business around the world. Really just had an incredible experience getting to travel, eat amazing food, and build relationships with other Penn Staters. My whole abroad program was Penn Staters, and also some folks in Germany and other countries. Was just a really special and unique experience. But for the students whose programs have been deferred or outright canceled, really my heart does go out to them. That is a really rough experience, but what I'm going to say is study abroad isn't so much about the study as much as it is about going abroad. And there are so many programs. Obviously, you know, planning your personal trips is always a way to get abroad. But if you're looking to go with other Penn Staters and make those kinds of relationships, the Penn State Alumni Association does offer a ton of trips, not right now because of COVID, but normally they would offer trips where you can travel with other Penn Staters and build relationships, I think ranging anywhere from 1 week to like 2.5 weeks. And again, those are incredible experiences. And so you can't study abroad right now, but there will always be opportunities to build those memories, to build those relationships.
Yeah, I notice where you're sitting in your home and what's over your shoulder there. It's one of my favorite spots on campus as I walk up the east side of the mall towards the towards Old Main, and that's the plaque for the honor code. Anything
Yeah.
you want to talk about that and what that means to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a really special spot on campus for me and a lot of people. I think the honor code is something that a lot of Penn Staters probably don't learn during their time at Penn State, word for word or anything, but it's something that we've all seen, something we've all heard. And just overall, I think it speaks to the Penn State spirit, living your best life and living the best spirit wherever you are on campus, wherever you are on the globe. And really just living to a higher achievement and making it all about Penn State, not necessarily yourself.
Absolutely, that is very, very well said. So, one of your biggest fans out there on Facebook Live is Brittany Dolan. Brittany actually has submitted a question. She wants to know, what was your most memorable Penn State experience?
Oh, my most memorable. Wow, that's so hard. I don't want to be cheap and say the 2016 whiteout because that is one of the most memorable. But I would say, put me on the spot, Britt.
Yeah.
I would say there was just too many. I would say my first on weekend that I mentioned as a senior in high school. I think that was my most memorable Penn State experience. Just walking in to the Bryce Shorn Center that first time and feeling just like an overwhelming sense of community is something I don't think I'll ever forget. It was a really special moment.
Absolutely. Liza Bashinsky, a shout out to you, Ben Cutler. Liza wants to know kind of what advice, and I think you're the perfect person to give this as somebody who's kind of squeezed every drop out of your Penn State experience. What advice do you have for future Penn Staters?
Yeah. Never, ever take a moment for granted. Walking away my senior year, going to spring break, I did not expect that was going to be one of my last memories on campus. And I know I'm going to build a lifelong memories of coming back and building more memories. But, the end of your senior year is really special. And I never thought I would lose that. And so just completely every second, get what you can out of it. If you think that you shouldn't join that one more club, you should probably join it. If you think you shouldn't stay up and study all night, stay up and study. You make those memories. I have so many memories of sitting in the hub until 2 a.m. With some of my best friends studying for an exam. And even though those aren't the ones that come to my mind when you say the most memorable, they're still really special ones. So again, don't take any moment for granted.
Yeah, I think when people think, when I ask the question about the most memorable moment, I think they think for this, that Marcus Allen jumping and blocking, right? Like, what's your Marcus Allen moment, right?
Yeah.
But really, the Penn State experience is the compilation of many, many little moments all along the way, right? That makes it kind of one just special experience. And so that's probably why you struggled to pick one, because everyone is so special, and yet isn't Marcus jumping up and or Grant picking up that ball and scampering into the end zone. For students who were on campus, though, that has to be the iconic moment. That 2016 Ohio State game is probably the most iconic moment.
There were a few that I don't think there's any that top that, but there were a few. Saquon just running it back. I think we were playing Rutgers or something. It was the first play of the game, and he just ran it right back, and we're all what? Yeah. So there were a few quite like that.
Absolutely. You mentioned what you're going to do after Penn State, that you're actually coming to us from Arlington, Virginia right now. Yep. The site of where you'll be launching your career. You have a degree in management. Talk a little bit about, again, what you're going to be doing professionally.
Yeah. So I'll be working for Grant Thornton. They're a traditional tax audit company, but I'll be doing consulting in the public sector for them. So hopefully providing solutions that will help the federal government throughout different agencies to alleviate some pressure points, anything that's slowing them down, hurting them, they need a solution for. Hopefully, our team can help fix those. Really, again, to help, I want to help the government, but also at the end of the day, it's to serve people and help the American people in any way I can.
Excellent. All right. You're not new to Coffee Hour. You've been on a couple of these before, and you know that we like to have a little bit of fun here at the end. Yeah. And so we're going to jump right into our lightning round. Are you ready for it?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. Ready? Sheets or Wawa?
Okay. I'm not going to lightning this. I grew up in the weird part of Pennsylvania that has both. And so Wawa, if you want to sub, Sheets, if you want like greasy to-go food.
Okay. Favorite spot on campus?
The Hub.
The Hub. TikTok or Snapchat?
Snapchat.
All right. Your favorite building on campus?
Old Main.
Old Main. Your favorite pizza place in State College?
Canyon.
Canyon, Canyon is, I'm a fan of Canyon. I can't, people of my generation often criticize my choice of Canyon, but Canyon, I believe, is the most popular selection of Coffee Hour participants. So,
well, Paul, I think you just have enough people staying out late enough to be able to say that on this show.
I think that's exactly what it is. Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
Okay, now on campus, what's your favorite place to eat?
Oh, probably the quesadilla place in Redford Commons. Yeah.
Starbucks or Dunkin'?
Starbucks.
Your favorite Penn State sport?
Wrestling.
Wrestling. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of pressure because, we have lacrosse players on the Facebook Live right now. So, yeah. But I would, but Penn State wrestling's my favorite as well. So that's, and finally, your favorite flavor of creamery ice cream?
Birthday bash.
Birthday bash. All right. Let's do some word association. I'm going to say some words and you just tell me kind of the first thing that pops to mind. So the Nittany Lion.
Symbol of our best.
Fawn.
Family.
UPUA.
Home.
For the glory.
Of Old State.
Class of 2020.
Resilient.
We are.
Penn State.
Excellent. Tyler, I want to thank you for joining us this morning on Coffee Hour. I'm going to pause for a second to see if any of our anyone who's on Zoom or anyone else on Facebook Live wants to send a comment or a question in for Tyler. We'll hang out here for a couple more minutes and take some questions. If you're on the Zoom, just unmute yourself and go ahead and ask your question. And if you're on Facebook Live, as always, drop it in the comments. I think you might have to do something to make it up to Brittany. Brittany's feeling a little bit hurt about Penn State wrestling. So, any questions for Tyler? Tyler, I will also share that there are comments out there from Wendy Forrest Edgar, who you know from working on Alumni Council. She says, congratulations, our committee is really going to miss you. You did an awesome job. Maybe I'll ask you a question. Talk about your interaction with Penn State alumni and especially Alumni Council members during your time at Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, I think I've had a really wide variety of that. My first interaction, I think obviously I meet alumni all the time, but my first official one was probably UPUA's alumni interest groups weekend 2 years ago. We had, I think, 70 or so alumni come back from 50 years ago till very recent graduates. And it was a really incredible experience getting to hear their stories about the organization, how it's grown, how it's changed. and kind of, those bonds that we all share. I've had also really incredible experiences, I mentioned, through Thon, getting to send out communications to them and get to network a bit with them. Obviously, with the Alumni Association, I had the opportunity to travel with you last summer to our ALC conference in Princeton, New Jersey, and build really great relationships there, which was an incredible weekend. Let's see, obviously I've gotten to interact also with Alumni Council, the Alumni Association's governing board, and work with them on my intern project that I'm hoping will come to fruition soon.
Yes.
I've gotten to interact with a few AIGs of other organizations, and again, just share those really close bonds, hear their stories, share some of mine, and build those memories together. So it's been incredible. I'm excited to join that network and hopefully get to share my stories and my memories with future students. So I'm excited for that journey.
Absolutely. Well, Tyler, hey, I want to thank you for joining us on Coffee Hour. You've made an impact as a student. You certainly made an impact on the Alumni Association as our DDAR intern, and extending that internship into the project that you've worked on. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for you.
Thank you, Paul, so much, truly.
Thank you also for tuning in, whether you're on Facebook Live or here in Zoom. We really appreciate your participation in Penn State Alumni Association's Coffee Hour. Thank you for all you do for the glory, for the university, and for the future. We are
Penn State.